Hey guys, welcome to the Justin Chipman Show. My name is Justin Chipman, and today we got more Pokemon movie reviews, and today it's going to be on Pokemon Forever. And I just got done watching this movie, and also kind of a new thing. This is not the usual anime sword that I've been using regularly. This is just a sword that my brother-in-law got me when he was in Texas. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, so we're here on Pokemon Forever. The movie is kind of the sequel to Pokemon Heroes. As a matter of fact, I think it's kind of like the next day kind of thing. And Ash and his friends are leaving the current location that they are, and they're headed on to another part of the land, which is kind of similar to the tree houses in Gen 3, which is cool. And also in this movie, we get two legendaries, kind of like in Pokemon Heroes, we got Latios and Latias. In this movie, we get Celebi and Suicune. Yeah, those guys. Anyway, so we get these two legendary Pokemons, and the one that's mainly focused is Celebi. And he is pretty much like, he's like the god of this forest. And so in this town, village area, there is a cave which you can go into, and it will lead into a forest. And Ash and their friends do so because they want to look at some pretty sick ass Pokemon. Of course, I would do the exact same thing if I was playing the game. So he goes into the forest and discovers that there is a boy who is kind of lost in time. Same with Celebi. And the plot of the movie is that we have a boy who was kind of in the olden days by the date of that movie, but he's like back in, I think, like, I want to say probably the 60s or 70s, maybe the 50s, maybe even less. Not sure how old the timeline is, but that we'll just say it's the olden days. And he is stuck in time because there was a Pokemon hunter who was just catching Pokemon, and Celebi had to be kind of the thing that they wanted to catch. And of course, they failed, and Celebi and our kind of secondary character of the day, Sam, they were kind of just lost in time. And Ash and Brock and Misty, of course, discover them. Now, the journey itself is kind of cool. The problem I have with this movie is that I don't like the main villain. He's kind of this masked, kind of meh. I mean, it's kind of cool how he has the Dark Ball, and if he catches a Pokemon, it will be evil and it will go to the highest level, which that's overpowered as fuck if you ask me. But hey, it's cool. I mean, he has a Larvitar, a Scizor, and I forgot what the other one was, but it's a Dark type. Just letting it out there. Anyways, so I don't like the main villain of this movie because he's kind of just lame, generic, and we pretty much just don't see him pretty much during the movie, pretty much. It isn't until the ending and, of course, the beginning. But we don't see him a lot during the journey, and of course I understand it. This is about friendship between the past and the present. And that's fine and all, but, I mean, if we want to have a really cool villain, we gotta have at least more time with him. At least in Pokemon Heroes, we got a decent amount of time, and we kind of know who they are. Now, another problem I had with this movie is the CGI. There's a moment in the kind of towards the end of the movie where the main bad guy kind of forms this monster. It's kind of as if Jupiter and every like branch in the known universe to decide to have sex and just have a baby, and that's exactly what it would look like, and it just looked, yeah. I'm not a fan of CGI mixed with 2D animation. With Berserk, the new Berserk, I like it, but I can understand why people would bitch at it, but I think this may be just a bit too bad. I'm not a fan of the 2D and CG animation mixed together. If you're gonna go with CG, might as well make it all CG. If you're gonna go with 2D animation, might as well go all the way and make it 2D. But that's just me. Now, the goods of this movie are pretty cool, actually. Celebi is a cute Pokemon. I think his design looks great. It's kind of cool to see the original Pokeball. Now, of course, we all know what the Pokeball looks like. It's just your generic Pokeball, and it looks kind of cool. But back in the olden days, it had a knob on it, so you can lock that Pokemon in the ball, which that's kind of iffy, but it's just their reality. That's fine. And I guess the original Pokedex would be drawing the Pokemon, which is cool. And Ash in this movie, of course, he is the hero of the movie. He is completely reckless. He will just go... He will stare into death's face to save the day. And another problem with this movie is Suicune. I love Suicune. He's one of my favorite Johto Pokemons of all time. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite legendaries of all time. But we didn't see a lot of him. I wish we had enough time to kind of see him in action. We saw him kind of a chunk during the fourth half of the movie, but it just wasn't enough to kind of make me, cheer for Suicune, I mean, it's just, yeah. But Suicune does have a badass design, I'll give him that. As for the ending of this movie, I did enjoy it. I thought it wrapped up kind of well, and it kind of had a plot twist that, honestly, I was expecting, but kind of had second thoughts. And of course, this had kind of a Lord of the Rings ending, where I kind of felt it could have ended off in different spots, but they chose the other route, and I'm okay with that, actually, because, I don't know, I thought the ending was great. And would I recommend this movie for Pokemon fans? And I say yes. I think you're going to have a fun time with this movie. This movie is just to watch Pokemon and just have fun. The CG animation, meh, that's nothing. The bad guy, meh, that's nothing. Suicune not being in there as much, that can be a problem, but that's okay because this movie is a lot of fun. And I highly recommend it. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Anyways, guys, that's Pokemon Forever for you. Now, let me know on what Pokemon movies you liked. Especially Pokemon Forever. What did you think of the movie? It'd be kind of interesting to see what you thought of the movie if you haven't seen it. I highly recommend it. I got this at Walmart for like $5. And if you find it, pick it up, because Pokemon Heroes and Forever so far are great movies. I'm looking forward to Destiny Deoxys and Jirichi Wishmaker. Anyways, I'm looking forward to those two movies. Of course, those are going into the Hoenn Pokemon, which, I'll be honest, Gen 3 would have to be my favorite for nostalgic reasons. Please don't kill me for that. But anyways, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you Sunday with the Resident Evil 2 Let's Plays. I missed last Sunday, so it's kind of going to be an hour-long video. So that'll be fun, and it'll be the longest project I've done thus far, I think. Yeah, I think so. But anyways, I'll check you back on Sunday to kill zombies. Anyways, guys, that is it for me. And rate this video if you really, really liked it. Thumbs down if you really, really didn't. Either way, it's all cool. And hey, if you really, really like what you're seeing, consider subscribing. That'd be cool. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to. I just hope you enjoyed this video at the end of the day. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. And also, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired.